Welcome back to Los Digitals chat. So today we're back with extra special guest, Digital Jeff. He's back. Dad, where have you been? Let him know.
I've been everywhere except here, and been a lot. We'll talk about it today. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it today. So today we're gonna cover a couple of things: the death of nostalgia, vibe coding, and the Doomsday Clock. So first, I want to talk about vibe coding.
Oh, vibe
And
coding. We're
I
going
know
straight into it, huh?
You know a lot about that, Dad. So
Well, there's basically vibe coding is this idea of just creating apps by communicating with AI just through normal language.
Mm-hmm.
You literally tell the AI in your own words what you want to create. And through this process of going back and forth with AI, it's building the app for you, not knowing how. You literally do not know how to like know any
any experience?
no
you
experience,
say what you want and it gives it to you.
no code. And it used to be where you needed to have years of experience to build an app.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an idea right now, this is the perfect time for you to create your own app, launch your own app. And I think we all have this like thing on our notes folder,
Mm-hmm.
on the notes app, where it's like app idea, and then you like write it out, but you never actually do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
You guys have that? Yes or no?
No.
No, they're kinda just things
I think
that
people in
you
my
think
generation do that.
about.
What?
We think about app ideas all the time.
Oh.
So, but yeah, ideally, like that's what vibe coding is. You can use different apps. The one that's very popular is called Claude.
Claude?
Yeah, Claude allows you.
But that's where you build it?
That's where you build it.
Okay, I was about to ask you, where do you access this?
Yeah. So we're not gonna go over the tutorials right now or anything like that.
No.
But
Yeah.
if they join the community, there'll definitely be free
Yeah.
stuff there.
Yeah.
No, but
but-
where you go?
So there's like Claude that's used for like everything from mobile applications for the iPhone, but all the way to like web apps. You can create any type of app that you really can think of, and you can do this within minutes also, which is kind of interesting.
Have you
And
made your own?
I've made plenty of
You
apps.
made a lot, right?
Yeah, I've been.
Jeffrey's making one right now, actually.
Yeah, little Jeff, aka Baby Jeff,
Baby Jeff.
aka Vibe Coder Jeff.
Jeff
Not me.
Jr.
He's building an app. He's building actually what he's doing is a kind of like a Shopify, but like for local vendors that do direct to like
Yeah.
in-person sales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's
So
like,
they were like to be on Facebook Marketplace. They could go to that app to do all that stuff.
yes,
Yeah, he was telling me, he was showing me the app, and he's like, these are the primary colors of the app. But I was like, oh, I want to add more colors to like just make it better. So he just tells what is it called?
I mean, I think he's
Okay.
using Vibe Code. So that's the other app. So there's Claude, and then there's another app called Vibe Code.
And he's using Vibe Code.
He's using Vibe Code, correct?
Yeah, he's like, I just tell it what I want, and then it'll do it. It'll add it to the app, and I'm like, what the heck? That's weird.
Yeah.
But
That is.
I saw that you posted something on your Instagram about
What?
the guy talking about how this guy messaged him.
Oh, yeah. He was
saying-
hating on him.
Riley.
You motherfuckers are making me lose my job.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad and scary for a lot of people that spend their entire career becoming a developer. And
Developers.
you got to understand, these developers are making $500,000 a year. Like a really good developer will make easily make that money.
Wow.
At the start, like a starting developer, like junior developer is making $200,000 a year. So all these developers are getting laid off, and it's because of these AIs that can just make so many things a lot faster,
Yeah.
and without like it costs cents to make up an app now.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And not
crazy.
to go off topic, but me and Jenny were talking about in the last episode about how Vogue is using
Vogue
AI models now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People were really upset about it,
Mhm.
but we just kind of mentioned how like, what did we mention? I forgot, bro.
We didn't really go too much into it, but people were mad and canceling their subscription for Vogue.
They're billionaires and they're just gonna keep getting richer. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, if they paid a real model to do it, like they still would
They still be
still be
billionaires.
rich. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what does them being billionaires have to do with
Yeah.
anything?
And then they started talking about beauty standards and how it's gonna affect young girls, or I guess just women in general.
Well, that's always been it's still the same thing. Like
yeah.
when they hire a model, they hire like the hottest model
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
think of, and like that's not attainable.
That's
Yeah.
not it.
So AI models. I mean, are y'all asking how I feel about it? What are you?
Yeah. Or like,
How do I feel about that? I think it's something that you'll have to adapt to it.
Yeah.
I think there's opportunities for companies to get creative with how they introduce AI models. So, for example, like let's say you model for Vogue, like you can license your likeness at the age of 21, 22.
22.
At the age of 22, the way you looked, you can license that likeness to any brand, and you can get paid for not doing anything besides looking like you at the age of 22.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
like you basically just create yourself at 22, and that's the model
That
of you
they
that you use
use.
forever.
Yeah,
That's like your
Whoa.
best, basically your best self, your peak self.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm not saying that's your peak. I'm just saying like I'm giving you an example here.
Yeah.
So don't twist my words, boy.
No, I know, but like,
But you see what I mean, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you mean.
So, and I think that's going to be very highly possible with. I mean, that is possible right now, but there's no structures or systems for that. And also, like, if you don't adapt to it, brands that do use that will
Yep.
benefit over you. And I just don't know. I just like either adapt to it or you're gonna get
Yeah.
beat by the competition, and that's where it gets kind of scary because there's really no choice.
Yeah, I was about to ask you like what are your thoughts on the people who are really mad or like heard about it, or they're like AI should be banned or having laws because they're taking everybody's jobs?
So I have a. So that's actually a great question. First of all, there's two ways I look at AI in this aspect. There's the AI that makes you a superhuman, and then there's the AI with the intention to replace what you do as a human. So for us creators, right, photographers, storytellers, filmmakers, the Martin Scorsese's of tomorrow, like it's removing you from having to do things that you used to take maybe like weeks, months, or even years to
Yeah.
make. For example, that animation you made for Niv,
Yeah.
you made that
Goated.
that
The drone
drone
shot?
pilot coming down Earth, landing on a soccer ball, and he's like juggling that. That would have
Yeah.
been that would have taken weeks of organization to make that one shot, and you
Really?
made it with a prompt.
That's true.
So
Actually, I didn't even need to make it with a prompt because it was already like
A template type
it was a
thing?
template that
Mhm.
you can use, and then I just put like, oh, him playing with the soccer ball, and then it just kept it like going for me.
amazing, and
Yeah.
see that you would have had to have like hired a drone pilot, an animator. You would have had to hire like all these and then orchestrate, plan all that, go shoot that, come back, edit it together. Hopefully, it comes out right,
Yeah.
and then that would have been like the process, right?
Mhm.
So theoretically, like it if you're a director, it enhances what you do. But if you're like the camera guy that's all he's done all his life, it
Yeah.
replaces you. So
Oh.
yeah. So for example, Mark Zuckerberg came
Uh-huh.
out today talking about super intelligence and how the vision for Meta in the next stage of what Facebook has been, Instagram, Meta, the whole Meta collection, but specifically with AI, they're creating like super intelligence for to make us not necessarily superhumans, but ideally like a better version of yourself
Mhm.
to be able to do what you actually want to do, not necessarily to replace everything you're doing. So, for
Like,
example,
you use it to help you level up instead of replace what you're doing.
yeah. So, for example, these vibe coding apps,
Yeah.
they should allow all the engineers to use it, right?
Mhm.
So instead of a project taking 6 months to do as a collective, if everybody's instead of getting rid of your developers, you develop just more and work faster towards the deadlines.
Yeah.
So what would have taken 6 months should now take 3 days or 2 days.
Wow.
You know,
And you just get started quicker.
And that's
get
how-
finished
yeah.
quicker.
that's how you evolve faster, and that's how you beat your competition too.
Mhm.
You allow your top, like imagine like for example, like somebody like me that's been doing like film for 20 years.
Mhm.
How much better can I be at making a film with AI than somebody that just started using AI for the first time and trying to create a film? See what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or like, let's say like, who's your favorite musician right now?
Me. Kanye West.
Okay,
Always.
so Kanye. So imagine Kanye using AI to make music versus me, like, oh, I can make music with a prompt now. Like, who's in the better music?
Him.
Him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he knows more about music.
Because he knows more about music.
Yeah.
Correct. So, I think that's kind of like the way I see things right now. And I ideally, like, it'd be great to find an interesting balance of how we're using AI as a tool to help us out, not to completely like eliminate you.
To make you dumb.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you have to evolve as a person. And that's why the whole idea of like learning literally never ends. You're always a student, never the master. Like the whole concept of that is transcended through time. No matter where you're living in time, like you have to learn new skills.
Yeah, that's
at
what
every age.
the guy in the video was saying. What's his name? Riley?
Yeah, Riley.
Yeah,
shout out Riley.
Yeah, because he was saying how if your only skill in life is like as a developer, then you need to like either develop more skills or use what you know to build an app.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, like in the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm barely caught on. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Riley. So I put him on my Instagram stories today. I just thought it was very really cool. Well, not necessarily cool, but it's like an interesting topic to really think about.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because that's how. By the way, that's not the only video I saw today on my feed about a developer losing its their job.
Mm-hmm.
We had people that moved, people that like, got hired by a company, moved to the other side of the world, and then they got let go because they really don't need them anymore. And as a business owner, you look at, how to maximize the opportunity you have to be successful as a company. You normally don't like say, oh, let me just like, it's not a charity, it's a business. Yeah. So if you don't need an employee, you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna downsize because we can still do the same without you. Yeah. And it is what it is. Like I've gone through it. Yeah. I've gone through this.
You evolved. Yeah. You learned.
Yes, I've always evolved. So
I was about to say it's easy for us to say like people need to get over it and just get with the program because like all we've seen is you do that or like you use it to your advantage and to help you out and like you teach it to us. So like that's what we know. But like let's say
like other people, they have no idea or no.
Yeah, like let's say you were the app developer and then like you got laid off. I'm pretty sure we would be like, fuck yeah, and like we'd be so mad about it. But yeah, it's I guess how you respond to that.
The way you see it, like your perspective on it.
Yeah, just think about it. Now you have free time. What are you gonna do with all this free time? That's always been my thing on social media. Like if you follow me on Instagram, like I always add that. What are we gonna do with all this free time? Because AI gives you a lot of time
liberty.
back.
Yeah.
Today I made a video of people getting taken over by a tsunami.
Oh my gosh.
Because
speaking of tsunamis,
speaking of tsunamis, because yesterday, what do you call it? That there was a whole potential tsunami warning in Hawaii because of an earthquake that happened in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, Hawaii cannot go down before I visit it. But
so that's why you made a video on a tsunami?
I guess because I was like in my mind, because I just been seeing all the updates. And thankfully, they went down to like a tsunami watch, which I guess is way less bad than a warning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're just on tsunami watch. But they're saying like the ocean is so unpredictable that the tsunami could still come in and like hit them.
Yeah, if we were there at the moment, I wouldn't even let you guys go down to the first floor. Be like, hey, we're staying here.
We're staying
until
up here.
Like, officially clears.
Everyone was so mad, which was understandable because this girl had posted a video and she's like, come tsunami watch with me in Hawaii. And she was being so serious.
I saw that. I didn't see it, but I was like, he was looking at the videos and I could hear it. And I was like what the heck? She's like, oh, it's so beautiful. I was like, is she being so for real right now? They're on the tsunami watch. Like, she's so unserious.
No, and people were like, this girl's acting like she's going bird watching or something. And she's like, look at it. It looks so beautiful. She's like, why is there still cars down there?
It's all fun and games till it's not.
For real. Play with that. That's what people were telling her in the comments. And it's like, I don't understand why everybody's so mad at me. I just wanted to document my journey and like when I was in Hawaii. And the comments
are trying from there.
No, yeah. People were also getting mad about that too, that she wasn't from there.
That just gives bad looks.
Bad looks, even worse, because they already don't like people like traveling to
Hawaii.
So wait, you're using VO3 today. What's been your experience with VO3 so far?
My experience with VO3 is that it just keeps surprising me. It's like you never know what to expect, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Because like anything you want to create, like it deadass does it for you. Like, you just gotta type it out and that's it.
Yeah, me and Jordan were making, because I don't know if you've seen them online, but they've been going viral recently. It's like camera footage, and it's like of an animal jumping on a trampoline. Like it's like someone's backyard, and like an animal jumping on a trampoline.
It'd be like if it was like our Ring camera capturing that.
Oh,
and I fell for it because there was one of bunnies jumping on the trampoline, and I thought it was so real because like it just looked too real.
The only reason I didn't like that I found out it was AI was the comments were like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting scammed when I'm older, because I was like, I wouldn't have guessed.
I'm like, why are they getting scammed? Because I still hadn't caught on because I thought it was real. I was like, why are we getting scammed? What's happening? And they're like, if you look in, or I think Giselle, our little sister, was like, if you look in the back, you could see one of the bunnies disappear. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so it's AI.
Maybe there's got to be an AI that determines if it's AI
or not.
Yeah. Like
turn it
AI
in.
companions.
That's what they got now. Turn it in. Always it takes the AI.
No, it is. Because I made one of otters jumping on the trampoline. It was so cute. Yeah. They even added like the sound effects, like the way the otters, what is it called when they
squeal? Or
yeah, like the
or.
I saw one of a shark saving a tiger, and like like there was a shark in the middle of the ocean, and then there's like some sailors looking, and they're like, there's a tiger like floating, and as it gets closer, it's actually a shark like carrying the tiger, and then the tiger jumps onto the people on the ship, and then they save him or whatever, and they're petting him, and then they make the shark makes eye contact with the tiger one last time and then leaves.
Kind of like Life of Pi.
Yeah, kind of like Life of Pi, correct. Yeah. So, but I thought it was like, damn, like for a second it looked real.
Like it was like realistic.
Yeah.
How do they do like? What the heck?
We know how to do that now. We're talking about.
And do y'all see the short film I sent you guys today or no?
No.
I didn't.
Y'all don't check my DMs.
I checked the DM.
What's up with that? Are you talking about Instagram?
I forgot where I sent it, but yeah, most probably Instagram.
Because Instagram, I don't have my notifications on, and I hardly check my messages on there, to be honest.
So show one of your videos right now that you guys made.
Okay. Dang, I made a lot. I also made some controversial ones. I cannot leave them.
What controversial ones? It can't leave the flow.
It can't leave the flow. I can't leave my library.
I just think like
it's because it's so fun to experiment with it, because now that frames to video got audio, it's just so easy.
Have you seen that one about like the old rich lady, and she's talking to like a younger woman, and she's like, oh, but what if I love him? And then like she'll like say something like, oh, men don't know what love is, like basically like to take his money, or like to use men, like not necessarily use men, but do men the way men do women in that sense.
Wait, what's talking about here?
And it's AI?
Yeah, it's AI. Oh, okay. The girl, old lady, she's like all dressed like super proper, fancy. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
No,
it's not in my algo.
Oh, it was funny though.
Yeah. So, you know what's interesting to me? Like, it's almost at the point where you can actually have an AI that just generates the type of content you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And like, let's say like there's like breaking news. Mm-hmm. That breaking news gets sent to like your AI, and then when you wake up in the morning, it's done for you to just watch. Like,
wait, but what do you mean by your AI? Where is this AI?
So like, for example, like the way you generate VO3, like Jordan did VO3 videos, like you said, like they're controversial, like, but I didn't, but like it's kind of like just for you because you want to share it, right?
Because I want to see like,
yeah. So you see what I mean? So like you're creating your own content that you want to see, but there's still some element of surprise, because the element of surprise comes from like it could like find like what's like whatever breaking news is, and then like you have your own AI reporter that's customized by you. Mm-hmm. That's always giving you the news.
I don't know why I said that too, but I'm like, it's just hard to get bored now, because when you're not seeing, like, let's say you're on TikTok and you don't have like, you're not seeing good videos, you could go and make it your own on VO3. But I don't know who I told that to. I don't know who I told that to you or both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
I'm like, you can make your own for you
page. On the podcast,
right?
Right? Yeah.
I don't remember.
You remember?
Yeah.
Oh, look, going back to the videos we made, I'm gonna show the one of the lady feeding all the guinea pigs. Would you put on the screen?
Okay.
I'll show you here right now, though. Look.
Something that, well, because John was like talking about this yesterday, and it like relates to like the whole how we're like in a digital age, and he was he was saying that he watched a YouTube video on this theory, basically saying how younger generations won't have nostalgia. And he was like telling me about it, but then like today I was
when
he
said that, I didn't understand. I was like, what?
Yeah, I had a hard time understanding him at first. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
So it's the end of nostalgia, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I was like, let me look into that. And so I was like reading it, and it was like, it's just interesting because it says basically that the theory suggests that younger generations won't experience nostalgia like the way older generations did, because the way we have access to everything. Like there's no past or present for them, because whatever, like there's no distance between the past and the present, because we have everything like available to us.
Like they could access anything now.
Yeah.
But before we only had it in the moment.
Yeah. But I was like, wait, how does that, because I thought nostalgia was kind of, what's it called? What's that word? It's like subjective, or
subjective, yeah, to you, to your own personal experience of the world.
Yeah. But I think what the theory meant, like as like a, how do I explain? Like you do like a not a community, but in the sense where it's like where a lot of people felt that way about a certain thing. And then, but now it's different, because it was like I was reading more into it, and they were talking it was saying how there's like different ways that people feel nostalgia now, and it's like vibes. And then it reminded me of like the King Kylie era. Do you remember that?
King Kylie?
I was like too young to know. I think it was back in like 2016. But she was like super, like everybody loved her because of.
Oh wait, but that's a good example, because I didn't know about that till recent.
Yeah.
The King Kylie era, so I don't get nostalgia from that, because I had access to it.
No, but I'm saying like other people, because like because they went viral again on TikTok, and other people were like, oh, this was like such a good era. But to me, I was like, I just was too young to know to understand. Yeah. But like that's like their new way nostalgia? Of like their nostalgia.
I think the nostalgia right now is actually more based on the creators that are like trending. So for example, like right now it's like Speed.
Speed,
the streamer.
Is this the streamer?
Yeah. You know, like that's an example, but like when I was, let's say 8, 9 years, like 10 years old, like you know, back in the early 90s, everybody like on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was, you knew what what show everybody's gonna watch the night before.
Yeah.
So sometimes we watch like Unsolved Mysteries, and like the next day we would talk about Unsolved Mysteries. Like on Wednesday we would talk about, like literally that's all we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And on like the day before like it would air, we would also talk about like, oh, they said that they were gonna talk about this. There was like a preview throughout the week. There was commercials. So now like everybody at the same time was watching like Saved by the Bell or like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, for example, when Terminator 2 came out, like everybody's talking about Terminator, like the entire like world was talking about it.
Really?
So there was like these nostalgic, like that group of people that were at that, you know, age of being able to see something or experience something, have nostalgia when you talk about The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or say you watch an episode of Saved by the Bell, and then like you probably watch, like if you glance at it, you probably watch the whole thing. So you're like, oh man, I miss these shows.
You know? we watched that show too.
Yeah. So there we go. So like, you know, there's a lot of truth to with that theory, I guess. What is it? A theory?
Yeah, it's a theory.
Yeah. So, I do feel like people have like it's going back to the algorithms. Like whatever, based on your algorithm, you're gonna have nostalgia on. Yeah. Like if me and you have a similar algorithm, yeah, we'll have the nostalgia, like joint nostalgia about something. But I never knew about King Kylie. The King Kylie era.
Well, I think because you were a little older.
Yeah.
The most recent thing that I get nostalgia from, that I could like, that I'll feel it, is like the COVID times.
The COVID?
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I get nostalgia. Like there was like something about the weather, and then like being at grandma's house.
The world ending, basically.
Yeah, and like I swear it was gloomy.
It was gloomy. It was humid. Super gloomy.
And I don't know. I just get so much nostalgia from that.
Yeah.
And then from TikTok at that time too.
Yeah, I think about it, I'm like, that was literally like half a decade ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I think it's going back to, you said like, it's like the creators of an era that give you nostalgia. Like, oh, I remember when this video went viral, or when this thing came out.
Yeah.
This guy did this. Like, I remember when like, what gives me maybe nostalgia is like, Casey Neistat, he did like 300, or I forgot like how many episodes in a row, back to back.
Damn.
Like full vlogs, day to day.
Every day.
Like not like live streaming thing. Like he was doing like full stories every day, like a 12, 15-minute edited video.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you would watch him a lot when.
Yeah, and it was very like, that's nostalgic to me. So I'll go and see one of his episodes on YouTube here and there. And I'm like, damn, that was like peak YouTube storytelling.
For me, peak YouTube was prank versus prank.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh
prank,
my,
prank
like girlfriend.
yeah.
Was that the girlfriend versus boyfriend?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
what is it? Jesse and what's her name? Gina. That was actually, they were the reason why I got, like, why I started going on YouTube a lot, because I saw like the first prank I saw was like he put like a really hot sauce into her sushi.
Bro, we probably saw YouTube at the same.
And she was like just dying. And then was after that I was just like waiting for the next video to come out. Video. Yeah. And then also at the time I didn't know how to subscribe or anything. They're like, oh, make sure to click the subscribe button. And you know how they always put like a little subscribe at on the screen, and I would always like tap it. Like, hey man, subscribe. Yes, and I was like, oh, never mind. But I remember I was like super little, because this was like at the old house, like our first house, like
yeah, that was probably like, I mean, Jesse was like one of the first. Jesse was one of the first YouTubers that had like 20 million YouTube subscribers combined from his multiple channels. But yeah, he was a celebrity. I mean, still is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like Jesse, prank versus prank, Casey Neistat, like that was an era before like Mr. Beast kind of like took over.
Yeah.
FaZe Rug took over.
FaZe Rug.
Like
he did. Oh, I also Dude Perfect. I remember them.
Yeah.
That was like in the beginning, or the Ace Family.
Oh yeah, I feel like
I don't remember the Ace Family.
No.
Wait.
Roman Atwood vlogs.
Roman Atwood, right?
Roman
Is that the Ace Family?
Oh no. Ace Family is Austin, Mike Broom.
Yeah.
Or Boom.
Mike Broom.
Yeah.
One of those. Is it Broom or Boom?
Mike Broom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, it used to be like very important to have like a lot of followers when it came to social media.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore. Like if you upload a video and you have like no followers, and then there's somebody that has like 1 million followers and uploads like a similar video, the better video will get more views.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. Like followers don't matter like the way it used to. It's more like
that reminds me of the Instagram verification. I feel like back then it was like,
oh yeah,
well, he's verified, and then now it's like you just sign up for it, or you pay for it.
Correct.
You bought that.
I'm like, oh man, like.
Well, yeah, and then I'll tell you something to that. Like when somebody's verified, because there's so many bots online, somebody sends you a DM that's verified, or like you're probably gonna read it.
What do you mean?
So, because there's so many bots, like bot comments and like bot accounts, and you just never know when like somebody comments or sends you a DM or likes your video, like you don't know if it's a real account.
Oh, okay.
So the verification still actually has a higher significance now than ever has, because it's a real person.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's better to be verified.
Still matters.
If you use the platform a lot, it's better to be verified than have like it doesn't even make sense for you to use the app. Like if you use it like every day, like if you send people messages and network and stuff like that, it makes no sense to not be verified.
Can you get verified naturally, like without signing up, or you have to sign up?
No. You can yeah. You get So there's multiple ways of getting verified. Obviously, like if you're a prominent figure, an author, or somebody that's like a public facing figure, you apply for it and then you get verified. So that's the way it used to be, and that's the only way. That's why it was a thing back then. So which to your point, yeah, I agree with you. Like it has nostalgic vibes too. Like, oh, remember when it was like somebody was verified? But it actually, for me, I still have that feeling when somebody's like verified, because it's almost like, oh, this is somebody like playing, like there's somebody that's playing the game.
Yeah.
Like it's somebody that's doing something with an Instagram. And when you see an account that's not verified, you just don't know how to look at it. It's like, and if you don't want to do research or like, who is this person, you just kind of ignore it. It's just another account.
It ain't verified.
Yeah.
I think TikTok still does it the way that it was like before for everything.
They get to apply?
No, or I don't know apply, but like TikTok has to be the one to verify you.
I don't know.
They don't just be giving verifications to everybody. Because everyone's always like, why aren't you verified yet? Why aren't you verified? And they have like 5 million followers, 6 million followers, and they never get verified.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think TikTok still has it like that.
Yeah, followers. Yeah, going back to like it's kind of sad for the people that gained a lot of followers, have like millions of followers, but they can't access their audience anymore.
Like Charlie D'Amelio.
Why?
Well, basically, like if your content doesn't like connect with people anymore, they won't show it to them.
Oh, okay.
So like if I post a video and you're following me, and like when you're watching my video, you keep scrolling,
they stop showing it.
They'll stop showing it to you. Yeah. So like that's why a lot of people are like, oh, like I've been shadow banned. Is that no? You haven't been shadow banned. There's other creators making better content than you of the same topic.
And the people are engaged with that one.
Oh.
Yeah, so people engage with the other one, and they just don't like they don't like this thing. Like people get bored of seeing the same thing over and over to a certain extent.
That's true.
So, and also like you could be like making the most amazing content, but you just might not be like the vibe for some people, and they just like somebody else, so. Yeah, I think people just got to evolve, keep evolving.
Keep evolving and staying with the present.
The Doomsday Clock. Tell me about the Doomsday Clock. What is this?
The Doomsday Clock.
It was created in 1947 by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists. I don't know if you ever heard of that. No?
No.
Oh, okay. But it says the last time that it moved was this year in January.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
What they take into it, like, as to what can cause the world to end, it's like AI tech, climate changes, and what else? I forgot.
AI tech.
World events, tech risks, and political shifts. So like those are the factors that would contribute to us basically running out of seconds. So it says the clock currently stands at 89 seconds from midnight, and it's the first time that it's moved in 2 years. This past
89
January.
seconds from midnight? What even?
What
like 2 minutes from 12?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like, it's not an actual clock.
Minutes.
I don't know, Jordan, you made it seem like it was an actual clock, but it's not.
Okay, sorry, but that was a simple way I could try to.
Yeah, like, civilizations have ended and then like respawn. I have no idea how, but ideally, like,
there's not like a cockroach.
There's not the first go around, right? And I feel like civilization normally ends because of, whether it's like a nuclear attack or like we end our own civilization. What is Toby doing?
Toby.
And now we got Toby in the show.
Toby, what are you doing here?
Toby makes an appearance for the first time.
Toby said Toby.
He wants to get petted.
Toby.
It's 4:32 p.m. He wants to get his nice little rub.
Yeah, Toby, don't be a chiflado.
You heard about End of Days and he came over. I want to listen to this.
He's like, wait, I need to scratch before I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that every year, like a group of
scientists?
A group of scientists get together and they basically talk about everything that's going on currently. No, Toby. No.
Down, boy. Down. Sit.
Sit, Toby. Sit your ass down.
But
I have a lot to say about that specifically. Where do I start? So there's the Doomsday Clock. So when is the world supposed to end based on this clock?
It says that it can go, right now we stand at 89 seconds from midnight, but we can either like add more seconds or it could decrease, and basically we decrease, we're just like not headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
And we're closer to the world. And I remember when the world was gonna end back when I think I was in high school. I think I was a freshman or
2012.
2012.
No, it was not 2012. I remember I was old enough because I was like saying stuff about it, and then Jazzy.
We're gonna actually end.
And then Jazzy was like getting all scared and she was crying, and you got mad at me for saying that the world's gonna end, and then you were like, "Stop! It's not true." I was like,
"That was pretty right. That was correct."
Yeah.
It was not true, indeed, bro.
Yeah, because everyone was talking about like, "Oh, like we're not gonna see each other tomorrow."
Bro, I feel like I remember that too.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
That? I don't remember. Maybe I think it was like
damn,
2018, maybe 2017.
I don't know what you guys.
That just already started showing how unserious everyone was, though, because I remember I like have a very like faint memory of it, but I remember everybody just posting like, "Damn, this is really it, guys," but They were just joking around. It's because in the last episode we were talking about how our generation is so unserious about everything.
They make jokes about everything.
Or like they turn their
trauma
into
jokes.
Fun.
Like content or what?
Yeah, like the guy
way of getting by.
We use as an example. He has a TikTok, and he's like a young person, but he's working like a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
so
like
he's like
office job.
He's like 40 more years till I can retire. Let's go, clocking in one day at a time. And he's just like hyping himself up in every video, like having fun.
Yeah, and the comments were like, "Oh, we'll be back and see you in 40 years."
They're like, "Is it too early to start the countdown?" And they're like, "You need to add 10 more years because of inflation."
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
They're like, make it 50 years.
He's there like dancing with his watch, like going like this.
Have you guys ever heard of like uranium 91?
No.
So basically, there's first of all, there's different kinds of civilizations.
Mm-hmm.
There's like level 0, level 1. I think we're at like right now we're at like a level 1, which is like we can use like the sun to create more energy and like sustain ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Plant. There's roads. There's communication technology.
Yeah. Right.
And then like level 2 is like a civilization that is multi-planetary. And that I don't know exact details of it, but like can basically not only use technology to, like for example, like plant or create waste source to feed ourselves, stuff like that, but it can also use energy, natural energy resources without using our resources to do all that, right? And it just goes all the way. Like level 3 is like a intergalactic civilization.
Like the
it's similar, but it's not. Like spiral dynamics is more like
human?
In the in the spiritual way, or like in how you conduct yourself as a human being.
Yeah,
like so that's spiral dynamics. But anyways, we've never got into like level 2 because when you discover the periodic table of elements. In level 1, there's one called uranium 92 or uranium 91. I forget the uranium basically. And when you discover that, then you can create like nuclear attacks.
Oh.
So basically, during level 1, you discover the periodic table of elements, right? And when you get to uranium 91, that's when the world ends because people don't know how to use it. Like humanity doesn't know how to like actually control it.
Oh,
so we've never got into a level 2. At least that's the theory, right? No civilization has ever been a level 2.
Where does theory come from?
It's just like, it's not necessarily a theory. It's more like a study of like civilizations and how advanced the civilization is. So. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Like, I'm not an expert in that field, but I know the gist of it to understand like why we are close to the end. Like I do feel like we are closer to the end. Like 89 seconds from midnight, you said, which midnight means the end, right?
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so 89 seconds. So we've lived, like humanity has lived, the first 23 hours of the day already.
Yeah.
And 50 some minutes
at the end.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
You know what this reminded me of? It's about like the 7 trumpets. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The 7 trumpets. Well, this is a whole completely different question I'm about to ask you guys. But like every time there's like a flood or like, you know how recently there was like the Texas floods?
Yeah.
They're like, Jesus is coming. They're like the 7 trumpets. Like this is one of the 7 trumpets. But I feel like anytime something happens that
they say that.
They say that. They always say that. But like, do you guys think they say that because they like actually believe like, okay, this is the one of them, or they say it because like to scare us or like?
I think it's borderline ignorance. I don't. You know what? I don't know why they say that, but I've heard it a lot. So
they always say it. I'm like, oh crap! Like, it's happening.
Yeah. Like when COVID was happening, and then there was like the fires, and then they went into the
wasp or something.
Oh yeah, what? Australia burned down, right?
Yeah, like they were like, "Oh, the world is ending."
It's one of the.
I mean, California burned down this year, no?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
at the start of the year.
This past year, yeah, I remember.
That was bad.
I just feel like it's more about the technology and like how who's in power and what are the values that
Yeah.
like your generation has different values than my generation, and then the values of the next generation is different. But also that happens in other countries that have like access to these weapons. In this case, now being AI is one of the weapons that.
Yeah, because that's what it kind of like concluded. Is like this is like it's used as a metaphor for how close we are to self-destruction, but also how we can control that. Like we can control how much time that we have left. So I was like, whoa.
So we can reverse the clock, is that what you're saying?
Yes,
reverse the clock.
Yeah,
like
give us 12 hours back.
Theoretically, I guess.
Yeah. Damn.
What?
I think for that to happen, like everybody would have to take some form of. Nah, I don't want to say it in public.
What?
Initiative?
Like the entire like. Nah, I don't even want to say because I don't actually believe it.
He just joking.
What would I do to save humanity? Like a lot of people that do like different forms of psychedelics end up becoming more.
I was like thinking of that. I was like
thoughtful, but like I almost seen like it's thoughtful, like they're thoughtful like in the short term, and then they just kind of like go back to the old ways.
You think?
Yes, there are some people that completely like just change, you know, but yeah, that's like a science. That's another whole like science experiment that. That's why I don't. When people ask me about psychedelics, I'm like, I don't recommend it to anybody because it could change you forever.
It like opens up
that ego death.
You can't unsee what you've seen.
Yeah. How do you even process that?
What episode did we talk about that in? It feels like so long
processing
ago.
That.
What?
When we talked about all the psychedelic stuff and Dad's experiences.
I think that was back in Bama.
No, we talked about it here.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was here.
Yeah, we can go deep into that subject, but maybe not today.
Yeah.
I get instant anxiety when I think about the mushrooms, the wild mushrooms.
How about his experience?
Jeffrey was actually
diving into the abyss.
Well, this is not psychedelics, but you know how you always tell us to take lion's mane?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know how current this was, but he was reading how psychedelics, they did a study on mild, like people who kind of have
dementia.
It didn't say dementia, but it's a mild cognitive like
dysfunction.
Yeah, that. And he said that it improved their life like significantly, like just by taking it. I think they took like 500 milligrams of it every day for like a certain amount of time, and that it helped them so much.
And go.
Probably the best one there is.
Yeah, and I was wondering if we could give it to dogs too, and they said
yeah, you can give it to the dogs.
Let's give it to Toby and Lucas.
Yeah, they said it's good for senior dogs.
So CoQ10, that's one. Lion's mane.
CoQ10.
I take it I think a little bit too much sometimes. I mean, you could take one a day. Yeah. Lion's mane, I think you should take it daily.
And that also helps with anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
Like
definitely
a lot.
With stress.
A lot, they said.
It reduces stress significantly. And think about it like when you're tired, a little problem feels like a big problem, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
But when you're working in all cylinders, like you can do anything. Yeah. So that's how it removes stress. It's not necessarily like a regulator, but it's how you approach things and the way you see things and like the creativity behind like, oh wait, I could do this because I can just do this, and this, and then it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, lion's mane is completely underrated. People be taking other stuff. I'm like, no, just take lion's mane. Your brain just functions. It's like brain food. Like I feel like your receptors just reset after all the caffeine you drink or food that you eat, all this stuff, that dehydration. Like just you take lion's mane, you're like, hey, back to ground zero. Let's go.
I'm gonna take it in the middle of the day because I get like there's a certain part of the day where I get a downer and I'm like, whoa, it's like.
Yeah,
that's kind of food coma.
That's a food coma.
No, it's not a food coma.
Eating that Whataburger.
I actually haven't had Whataburger in a while.
You lying?
I lie.
Since when?
I don't remember. Okay.
We had I had Whataburger last night, and the night before too.
Me too. I had Whataburger last night. Oh, that's true. You weren't there. You didn't go.
You didn't go with us to Whataburger.
No, because I ate my tacos before.
What tacos did you eat?
I made chicken tacos.
Oh.
I think we should close the loop on vibe coding. Did we finish talking about that or no?
No, we kind of just went like.
We're in this new era of AI where you can. I've called this the age of abundance. Ideally, you think of something, what is it that you want, and the technology is so advanced that you actually have it. You actually get it. You have it.
Yeah, so the resources are there for you.
Yeah. So the way I look at vibe coding, there's two things. Like I want the audience to know. Like one is you can create apps for yourself.
Yep.
Like a meal tracker you want for you, or if you want, I don't know, like a app that like finds the latest news all over the world based on a subject matter and it feeds it to you in a specific way. That's another one. Or if you want to, I don't know, just think of whatever it is that you want to use as an app. You can create that app for you, right? That's one way of looking at it. And when you think about it like that, it could be like a problem that you have that you want to solve. Then you can actually then make an app, which is what I was talking to my Instagram audience about. You can make an app that you can then now launch as a product and have millions of people use it and access the app. Mm-hmm. So that would be those are the opportunities right now. And I do feel that, you know, anybody that has like a significant, like a basic idea of what they want to create can actually create one. Like in the next hour, all of us could have like made a new app, like from start to finish, without having any experience making apps. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of the questions I get from people that get into like, well, what's vibe coding? And I start telling them stuff like that. They'll ask me, okay, so I make my app, now what, right? Yeah. So it's that's where it gets like a little bit more complicated because we're in the information age and we're also in the age of attention. Like attention is the new oil. Yeah. So if you don't have a way to distribute your message, how do people find out about your app? They won't. That's why you need to create content, or you have to find a way to create content. And there's always like these arbitrage opportunities. So right now, like you can do a bounty on a video, and you can have people clip that video. It's called clipping.
Yeah. So
they'll clip you'll put a bounty, like let's say you pay like, I'm gonna pay $5,000 for the first video that hits 1 million views, right? So people will grab that video, they'll edit the way they want to, they'll post it on their socials, and the first one that gets, let's say 1 million views, you give them that bounty of like 5,000 or 10,000, whatever that number is. So there's ways to arbitrage like distribution, or going viral, but those are the other elements that you can't really prepare if this is your first rodeo making an app and like, it could be the most amazing app, but if you can't tell a lot of people about it, right? Yeah, it's not gonna work. Like it's gonna be just for you and your mom and your friends. Yeah. So, that's where people get confused. Like, oh yeah, it's so easy to make an app. Yeah, it is, but the hard part is getting it to people to download it and use it.
Yeah. And have some users.
But how does it know how to, like, I wanted to go to this. Like, when you go to an app and you like click different things, how does it know how to do that?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
It just does it like naturally.
Yeah, like literally right now.
My brain kind of gets stuck.
Don't even worry about it. It's like, how do you turn? How do the lights, when you turn on the light switch? How does it work? I don't know. You just go like that and the lights are on.
Bro, like
that's all you gotta worry about.
When I ask ChatGPT like the most random thing, I don't know how it's gonna understand me, but I know it will.
Yeah, it breaks everything down for you.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, you knew what I wanted to hear. That's what I think. Wait, but I was gonna ask, so can you use vibe coding to create like another ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Like literally the same format and everything, just like a different name.
Oh, never mind.
Whoa,
I was gonna say this is gonna sound dumb now because it's like ChatGPT. Because like I want to create an app like about like learning like philosophy.
Yeah, but that's different than ChatGPT. You can, so that's what I tell people, like make something for you. Like, that's my advice. Like make something for you, because if you love it, there's another 1 million people out there that's gonna love that same app.
Yeah.
Like I love listening to Alan Watts. It's very calming, very soothing. Is that philosophy?
Yeah. He's a philosopher. bullshitter. I'm playing. I feel like Alan Watts just blabs, like he just comes up with like cool ways to say things. Like what do you just? I spent an hour listening to. I have no idea what he spoke about. Nah, I'm kidding.
I think when they add like the background music too, like
it sounds so intriguing.
His voice is. I don't know how he had that voice though.
He was a storyteller.
Yeah, I know his laugh. Like, how does he laugh like that?
I have no idea who this is, by the way.
So. For my birthday back in 2015, I was in San Francisco by myself. Mm-hmm. Did I tell you guys a story?
No.
So it was my birthday, and I was there originally with Gerard and Alyssa. Actually, I ran into Niv that day. We went to a bar together.
You know Niv for that long?
Yeah, I've known Niv since then.
Oh my gosh.
So, we ended up so it was my birthday, but I wasn't gonna see anybody till the end of the night because they were doing things or whatever. So during the day, I went to visit Alan Watts' home.
Like his actual home?
His actual home before, he had already obviously passed away. But there's like a little museum there.
Okay.
To see his stuff. So I went there, took an Uber. I think I spent like $200 in that Uber, which is majority of the money I had. And but I had an amazing experience, just like listening to Alan Watts and walking around that area. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I'm more surprised right now that you knew Niv since that long.
I know.
Yeah. So Niv actually was. Back when mobile live streaming, so you could back in the days you could live stream on a desktop, but then they introduced mobile live streaming, and during that time, I personally was working in an app called Portals, that was a mobile live streaming app. So this is like 2014 going on 2015. So early 2015, an app called Meerkat launches. I was
literally just thinking about that. Meerkat.
So Niv was one of the founding team for Meerkat, and he was in charge of the community. And I was one of the top live streamers. So the reason I became one of the top live streamers is because I knew exactly how to use this app because I was building the same app. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So while I was building this app, I literally saw it launch on Product Hunt. And I'm like, this is the same exact idea. So I downloaded the app and I started using it. And I had all these use cases. So naturally I just became one of the top streamers. And Niv asked me like if I was interested in helping him build a community for Meerkat, and I was like, hell yeah, say less. I got to see like the startup culture world. You know, like when you see like movies of like The Social Network. You know how like they're all like in one house building, and they're working all days. Like, hey, don't talk to him. He's wired in. Like, my boss, his name was Ben. Ben was like always locked in, and you really couldn't talk to him because it was like you had to make an appointment with him to talk to him.
Really? Because
you would disrupt his like genius, you know, his flow. And like I remember, I'm very like I didn't understand those little things, you know. So the first time they told me, like I almost took it like personal. Like
personal.
You mean like am I not important to talk to this person? But yeah, I learned a lot, and it was because of Niv. Niv was the one that like, hey, come, and basically he was the one that hired me, and I was under Niv building the community together, and we built an amazing we built a worldwide community for Meerkat. So it was such a fun experience for many reasons. Like I feel like I checked off a lot of things off my bucket list that summer, because it was like I always wanted to work in a startup. I always wanted to be involved in like building a new technology. Also because of like my nature of being a filmmaker and a creative and photographer and all that, I was one of the producers for the live streaming shows. So I would go with like actually I'm actually one of the producers for the first ever mobile live streaming show in human history with Al Roker. So
no idea who that is.
Al Roker is like, the weatherman for like, the older generation, for the main guy that you would see on TV every single morning was Al Roker.
Or the weather.
Yeah, but he did a mobile live stream with Meerkat, which was the first of its kind, and like made national news and like got a lot of press coverage. So because I knew production, I was able to bring production into like a cell phone and how to put like proper audio and like how to hook up mics to a little iPhone, and like it was like working in reverse. So it opened a lot of opportunities for me, both in just having a bigger network in San Francisco, like the whole Silicon Valley. That's how I met, like, that's how I got it more into like Bitcoin and.
What is Silicon Valley?
It's this area where the majority of the technology that we currently use was built. Everything from back then, it was like actual silicone, like computers and stuff like that. And now it's like more software, but it's that whole area of San Francisco all the way to like, it's like I would say like a 50-mile radius there.
Damn.
There's a show on there, right? It's
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Y'all should watch it.
I always hear about it, but I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. I mean, we technically, like, if you see like the way we live, like us, all of us, like our family, like we're a startup at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a startup. Like we all work together. We wake up and we're like, oh, we got to do, like, we're all kind of in the same mission, in the same space. This is what startup culture is. But we're not in Silicon Valley. We're here.
Laredo, Texas.
In Laredo, Texas. 3 beans in the pot. We have a distribution. We have distribution channels. We have an agency. Mm-hmm. We have different products that we're working on, different businesses. It was like a little incubator that we've created here. And it all comes from that, like me learning all that during that era. And then I also learned it a lot. The following year, I started working with Gerard, and we launched. Do you guys remember Founders?
Yes.
So
yeah,
Founders.
I think so.
So Founders was the first incubator in Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember.
And basically, it was like a co-working living area. So it had like the offices at the first floor. We only had one floor. And then on top of that, Gerard built like 50 apartment complexes. So anybody that worked in the incubator or anybody that had like a startup, like a company or or was a founder, lived on the top, like on the top floors. Oh. So you would wake up, there was a coffee shop, there's a juice bar, there was like a gym, and then there was the incubator that was like probably the size of our house here.
For real?
Yeah, it had like at some point we had like 19 companies working out of that incubator.
And they would all live there in that apartment?
Majority lived. Originally the idea was like all of them had to live there, but like some people couldn't for any reasons, or they lived in Jersey and they got approved for Founders. So yeah, just an amazing time, and I think a lot of people would benefit from understanding the way it works, like just the way you build companies and the way you do things. And I recently went to this company called BetterWorks, another incubator.
Better Works?
Beta Works.
Oh, Beta Works.
Yeah, so we took I went and delivered. So Niv knows the founder of Beta Works, and basically the same thing. It's kind of like it's like a venture fund, but it's also any company that they invest in has to work out of that office.
Yeah.
But it's a badass office. It's not like when they say office, it sounds bad, like a bad thing, but it's like a space.
Like little cubicles. And
yeah, it sounds like you put it. No, it's like a super cool space with like, at the center they had like a beer keg. I didn't see anybody drinking, but there was a beer keg there. I think it was a beer keg or some type of keg. Maybe it was cold brew. I don't even know. But yeah, they had like podcast studios. They had like different areas so you can meet with like a private meeting when nobody can hear you. So like like glass windows.
Yeah.
They had a little cafeteria. They had different couch areas. It was like multiple floors. There was a basement. Like super cool. And I was like, man, I just want to stay here. Like I think that's why I enjoy just being here in our home, because I feel like that creation, I can create anything. And during that time, which I ended up signing it's called like a non-disclosure, one of the companies that's developing the product, a really, really cool product. I want to be one of the first testers. I made friends like on the spot when I was just there visiting. And the original reason I went there was to deliver the Solar Orange Black Edition workspace. They have it there at BetaWorks. So I was just gonna deliver it, but then I was like, let me take some photos in here.
What's
like
going on here?
And so I went and got the whole experience, and then I ended up making friends with different founders, and just the way that's really inspiring to be in a space of opportunity. So that's why I always like. That's why I always tell you guys, like, you guys can do, like, you literally can do whatever you want, but just focus on doing something and orchestrate it, and then play it out, and then see how it ends up what ends up becoming, you know. So, it's my favorite. Like, that's the way I like want to live, like, the rest of my life, just creating in that energy, you know.
Having that energy,
good energy. Let's all create an app, and then
come back.
Okay, let's do it.
Jazzy, the producer, shout out.
Shout out to Giselle, little sister, became the producer today, y'all. That's it for today. Y'all let us know what you want to hear about in the next podcast. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, your amigos. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Deuces.